Hi, today I'll guide you around with Arousal. Arousal is a prize-winning corporate simulation system designed to assist executives in the construction and engineering industries to manage their companies more effectively. The system focuses on the often neglected operation and management of project-based businesses. First, analyze historical records. We see a stable demand here, around 84 to 91. Let's calculate the inflation ratio in recent years. Take the third and fourth quarters of 2007, with indexes of 262 and 265, respectively. The variant is 3 divided by 262, then multiplied by 100. The result is 1.14%. It's an acceptable index and shows a good situation. Assume that there have been around 5 bid invitations each quarter. The company has submitted almost all requests for proposals. And they won significant packages. The personnel have stood by the company for quite a long time. With no one coming and no one leaving. Staff income is improved every first quarter, which is called the cost of living adjustment policy. To start with performance, these are the valuation of work every quarter, around $1.5 to $2 million, and gross margin of around $170,000 to $320,000. Gross margin is the percentage of a company's revenue that's retained after direct expenses such as labor and materials have been subtracted. Let's take an overview with some indexes. Here's salary, administration expense, and then a summary of total overheads. After that, we can calculate the net margin. Net profit margin, or simply net margin, measures how much net income or profit a company generates as a percentage of its revenue. It is the ratio of net profits to revenues for a company or business segment. Next is net cash flow. Cash flow is the net cash and cash equivalents transferred in and out of a company. Cash received represents inflows, while money spent represents outflows. A company creates value for shareholders through its ability to generate positive cash flows and maximize long-term free cash flow, FCF. This is the cash from normal business operations after subtracting any money spent on capital expenditures, CapEx. We have a problem here. In some quarters, cash flow is negative. It means that we have to raise money for the operation. Next, we calculate some financial indexes, such as our previous quarter's net margin, plus the inflation ratio, and don't forget to put a risk premium. To sum it up, it becomes the markup for the bidding strategy for the next quarter. To continue, we assess the demand record to decide what project type, project size, location, and technology type is a trend and reasonable. Then, we make a policy to focus on. Based on that, the marketing department will emphasize proposing a bid that follows the policy. Now, we look up bid invitations or announcements on the internet. We choose potential bids and put the number based on the nature of the project and the company policy. Here, we have some crucial criteria, such as project type, estimated cost, type of contract price, and project milestone. The complexity of the project can be considered as an aspect of choosing the ratio of subcontracting. The source of funds is to decide to put a load ratio. We do the same procedure for the next bids. After submitting the bid proposal, now it is time to set up and rearrange the organization. To let employees work efficiently at high performance, we should have clear and proper job functions. Some sections or departments should be generated to adapt future goals and strategies. For example, we need to hire or promote a commercial manager, then we make the job function for him. It is important to let staff work with proper function and proper department. Now, look at the company organization and reorganize people into the proper sections. To develop the strategy and improve financial management and control, we should hire more people. Carefully examine the background, experience, and personal nature as well as salary suggestions. After employing new staff, we assign them to the proper position. Someone with multiple functions can change his position to be suitable for the current demand. If someone has a good performance or changes position to a higher level, we could consider a raise. Or if we could not find a proper person for the position, we should give him a train. Now, take a tour of specific projects to check the manpower here. Before conducting the new project, we should fill the empty position. Make sure that their workload is around 90 to 110 or 80 to 120 for emergency situations. As mentioned before, we must recheck the function and organization. This allocating process is time-consuming and a headache. Due to time limitations and the workforce, everything must be done effectively. Sometimes, to avoid stressful work for staff, we need to temporarily outsource or hire new staff. now, the bids we submitted are due to announcements. It is also time to review the previous quarter's report. Let's see. Wow, there are many problems with staff here, they are asking for a raise. Normally, it's because the workload is too high or the staff is beyond performance. Moreover, someone needs training to fulfill the requirements. And about the bid result, we won 2 packages, it's not a good result compared to the previous quarters. We should review and change some criteria in the bidding strategy. Let's take a look at another report to have a deeper assessment.